2 people, 2 pups, 2 boats, and 2 ways of savoring life. Through the hard work of restoring our Heavenly Twins Catamaran, and through the adventures we take and places we visit on our McGregor 26X. Our channel takes an easygoing, lighthearted approach to enjoying life, one bikini at a time. So if you're up for some sailing and other fun, then we're happy to have you aboard. We post new videos every couple weeks, so hit that subscribe button and we'll see you here next time. And also check out the links below. We have extended videos on Vimeo, and we also have a Patreon page. Thanks to everyone for watching. Previously on Sailing and Fun, we headed out to our favorite place to be, the 3rd largest reef in the world. We finally made it back to the Catamaran to share with you some of the things we've been working on. You might remember the reason we had to haul out in the first place was because we had a crack in the bottom of the boat. At the time it was small, but it turned from this into this.
And so it lost support and it wasn't evenly supported, which the shape was changing because the split was expanding using car jacks.
So we got busy with the repair. Here's how small the crack was before. It expanded from a few inches to over 2 feet. So the captain and I got busy with templating and making some stringers that we're going to add, cleaning the bottom of the boat, prepping it, filling the crack with Bondo, and the captain worked on fiberglassing with about 5 sheets of 1708 biaxle. Then we took a big left turn and showed some extended footage of an unusual orb that we saw in the sky. A lot of people expressed some interest in a short that we posted, so we added a little extra content. Now we're well rested and all smiles and ready to share with you part 2 of our amazing trip to the reef. I'm in the water so long we decided to buy a couple different snorkeling masks for me. One is the traditional and then one covers my entire face, my nose and my mouth, so I can switch back and forth and be more comfortable. If you're like the captain though, a guy who has a lot of facial hair, you might want to consider the full face mask. He is constantly stopping to readjust because he can't get a firm seal on his face because of his mustache. I'm in the water a lot by myself, but it's always more fun to have someone with you, so I do appreciate the effort that the captain makes even when water is constantly entering his mask. Well, we have to say farewell to the reef, but the view is actually even more beautiful as we head out. The sun is dipping behind us and just lighting up the water like, just incredible. It never gets old. I never get tired of looking at it. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. Well, we always hate to leave the reef, but it's time for another cat update. We're showing you the cockpit floor here, and all the projects we're doing right now, nothing's really flashy or exciting, but all completely necessary. And the floor, the cockpit floor, was giving quite a bit, and here is why. So this joist I was trying to show you guys earlier, I don't know if it's called a joist anyway, it's underneath the cockpit, barely holding up the cockpit.
Termites holding hands.
The problem with resupporting the floor is that we need a beam that's about 12 feet long. We just can't get that into the boat under the cockpit floor in any way. Also, we have an area that's about 4 feet wide that we have to traverse that's at a different level than each side of the boat. We also have to go through all of this in the front section, so it's kind of a nightmare, and we went through a few iterations before we finally found something that worked for us. He was really keen on using this composite decking that we had, so we were going to cut it into pieces after we ripped it down and try to use that. You see those screws right there that are coming down? That kind of thwarted the plan for the composite decking, because the captain really wanted to try to use like an I-beam type installation anyway. So it was back to the drawing board and going through our scrap pile trying to find some pieces that would work. We didn't do the I-beam, but we did do a U-beam in several sections. We couldn't do a continuously wide or long beam, so we split it up. Okay, not super pretty, but super finished. We have this awesome PVC stuff that's super light, super strong. We already had it. We were able to piece a bunch of things together that worked out really well. We still had a problem with shimming, or that we needed to shim, and there was just nothing we could do otherwise. But these pieces of PVC lattice worked out really well, because if you can see, there's a little bit of a gap here, but there's nothing here. Here we've got 2 pieces. Anyway, obviously the floor is sloping and this can't be lifted up. So that's what we've done. Again, not super pretty, but it is not going to deteriorate. But it is open, which will be nice because we can fit wiring through here still. And of course, we'll face this out and make it look a lot prettier. Now the longer section in front of the cockpit floor was all supported, but what to do with these smaller sections? The floor was still flexing quite a bit, so we did need to do something. I just made these simple pressure treated boxes, and I did still have to end up shimming it. The floor is a little bit wonky, There's just no getting around that because it's just not perfect, but this is definitely adding rigidity to the floor and a little bit of storage too. A huge thank you from the captain, and from me of course, for watching our videos and supporting our channel.